Hi Taurus, welcome to your Celtic Cross for the year of 2026. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for listening. In the center of your reading, we have the Two of Pentacles. It's not that you're splitting energies. It's just that you have two very strong goals, or two people that you need to pay attention to, or two of something that are important to you, and you plan on keeping both up in the air. You plan on making them solidified in your world. You don't want to drop either of them. So you're putting out a lot of energy to do this. Which means the challenge here is you have to have more rest. That's what's crossing you with the Four of Swords. It's like you're walking in two worlds, and that could be exhausting. So make sure that when your body tells you that you need to lie down, that you do so. And you rejuvenate, and you don't make excuses or put it off. God, Spirit, your higher power will give you blessings if you sit still for a while. In the foundation, we have the Temperance card. It looks like 2026 may be a time when there might be a little bit of extremes going on for you. You might go over the top on something. You might not, stay grounded as much as you usually do. You may overindulge. So watch that. If you have health issues especially. There's just energy that you're drawn to that you may not be able to resist. In the recent past, we have the Two of Cups. You see eye to eye with someone and want to share emotion with them. This is someone who is a relationship, a touch point, a bit of stability for you that you need or needed. And in the overarching energy that crowns the reading, watch your sleep, your dreams. Make sure that you stay out of overthinking things. This is within your power. Only do those things that are meant for you. Don't try to take on energies that are over your head or out of your pay grade. Step back before you go too far. You are not one to be putting on a show or rebelling this year. It feels like you're going to focus again on two topics that are of importance to you. You're going to be indulgent, and you're going to learn how to stop the runaway thoughts and the runaway passion. That Knight of Wands says, knock it off. Because inside of you is a great emotional satisfaction. You are worthy of a higher love. And see, either you end this Two of Cups and find a Ten of Cups, or you elevate this Two of Cups to a Ten of Cups. That might be one of your goals that you're working on, besides letting go of chaos and drama that doesn't belong to you. The external energy, there's that temptation, toxicity type of over-the-top energy. You're going to have to use great care because other people are going to want you to start some type of bad imbibing. Be very careful who you spend time with. You want to focus in on work. That is your hope and fear. Sometimes you're like, I don't want to have too much work, but I don't want to have too little work. I want to be in the sweet spot where I'm busy, but I'm not stressed with it. See, this moon in reverse is very wonderful. The way that I'm viewing this is, you are not going to put yourself in a situation that's over the top. You're going to call a halt to any sort of craziness or things that throw you off balance. You may have more pleasure and more experiences of the senses, this feeling of, I can't get enough of this goodness. And for Taurus, that's pretty much a baseline. They kind of are overindulgent in that way, wanting the best of everything, needing to feel comforted, not stopping at one bonbon when you can have 10. So when I see this wild energy being stopped and the moon in reverse, which means you're not going to be playing games with yourself. And you're going to see the toxicity. You're going to work on your two goals, get enough rest, and be in a state of satisfaction and tenderness with some type of relating, whatever that might be. Or you're a work in progress on all of this, and remembering it's not perfection. 2026 you don't have to do everything right. But inside of you is this beautiful delight. Enjoy that. Thank you and namaste. Hi Taurus. Welcome to the Cosmic Wave Read for 2026. We're surfing the energy. Hang 10. The first wave for Taurus. Let's shuffle the cards. This wave goes from January, February, and March for Taurus. Let's see. Two cards want to come out here. Taurus. Let's get our final card for Taurus. All right. Show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. You're pouring it on. You're ready to get out in front of large groups of people. You're having a dilemma of how to serve the world and be more authentic, and you're going to find your niche. That's what you're working on, or that's what's happening for you. We have handwriting, authenticity, confirmation, and geomancy, patience. You're biding your time, but you're also doing what it takes. There's a lot of strategy here. You're putting everything in writing that you feel is important to you. Maybe you're working on bits of poetry, prose, or a book. You're getting everything very clear. And for some of you, you might be getting a contract here. Get that looked over. It says you are destined for greatness on the wings of love. To clarify, the primary roles of love are not to heal, fix, or mend. Yeah. The primary role is Yahoo, Yeehaw, Yeehaw, and woohoo, get your love on. You're trying too hard. You're going to be like, why was I constantly contorting myself to show love? You're going to laugh at yourself a bit. Well, here we have some type of steps going out to the ocean. It says, powerful may you be as potent as the ocean. You're going to be doing little things, or you're going to be doing things in a little but potent manner. I'm feeling kind of like even a lot of Pluto energy, Plutonic energy. You're going to be writing things, but also like making these quips, these witty statements when things are too much for you. People are going to realize what they've been missing all of this time. And you're going to be like, whoa, something's finally clicking for me because I figured out how to do it finally. You got the recipe right on something in this first wave. Good for you, Taurus. Second wave. That goes from April, May, and June for Taurus here. That's appear. That's what you're working on appearances, making appearances maybe. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. The scales are balanced for you. You get to start over on something. It says smoke and prayers. The divine is listening. Other people that want to have smoke with you, it's not going to be an argument. It's going to be a sacred moment of smoke. How are you going to be juicy? Well, it says a little heads up on an addiction that afflicts all really old souls. Giving love eventually becomes an even greater need than receiving love. See, you're not strange. There's something about finding the right people who get you. And inside of that circle, there might be a romantic entanglement for some. Love, confirmation. May you dive deep into your passions. Woo! These are two really old souls who meet up together and do prayers in a circle. I don't know. That's what I'm getting here. It's juicy. It's romantical. It's brand new. Some Taurus is like having the time of their life and they're doing what they love in this second wave. Woo! Hot and spicy. All right, the third wave, which is July, August, and September for Taurus. Let's get our 4 cards here. Meditate and contemplate the new moon in Pisces. These are 2 fish going in different directions. Very cosmic. You want to deal with the whole. And when you do that, there are contradictions. It's like one day you're this, and the next day you're that, but you're all of it all at once. Yeah, baby. You might, for some, be having a baby. Watch out if that's not what you want. Well, there is bones on this card. It says shaggy, fragmented. I don't know if I said that right. You're dealing with integrating fragments that have split off due to high stress or trauma. You may need a guide to do this, either in real life or therapeutically. For some Tauruses, what would you love? What would love do? Sorry, what would you love? You will love some bones. I'm laughing. It says, do you know why it's so easy for us in the unseen to quickly pinpoint your whereabouts? You leave behind footprints of love. The legend of Bigfoot continues. It's hard to fill your shoes, and look, there's feet on here too. You see that? Be careful where you step. Don't step in it. Final card says, shine, may you be a lighthouse. You're an example for others. And you're like taking big steps, but at the same time, you're balancing that out very quietly with a spiritual practice that makes you shine. So it's like this third wave is really good for your spirituality and for where you're going. You're making an impact on something. The fourth wave for Taurus. That is October, November, and December. It says a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. You're not wanting to be crabby. You had your energy tied up in something and now it's over. You could see ahead if you wanted to, but I think a lot of people have misguided their own self and misconstrued about who you are. That's too bad, because you will always surprise people with who you really are. It says, ask with love and the answer may surprise you, but whatever their answer, be happy. This may surprise them. You know, nobody could take your happiness away from you. You're concluding a time of crying, because the S is covered up here, over people projecting their ish on you. This smacks of like defamation of character and beyond what can be seen in the deep ocean of life. You're just swimming happily ever after. I just see you kind of using your imagination to be happy and having that be your reality against the harsh projections that other people may have personally attacked you about. So because of that, you're going to start showing that you're unbothered, and that is really a skill in this lifetime, to just float in the own sea of your own creativity in a happy way and feel the magic of the universe, not the dark energy of others. And you resolve that you can't really control any of that anyway. It's like completely not your issue. It sounds like a you problem. That's what you will say to the other person. That's a you problem. And you give it back with love, and you just keep on being happy. Because this year, when you think about it, you're here to make an impact. You're here to have some hot romance, perhaps. You're here to feel the love and be the love and really develop some skills and talents that you can monetize for a long time to come, dear Taurus. Far out, man. Thank you and namaste. Hi Taurus, this is Kala. Welcome to your yearly luminary reading, because you are worth the sun, the moon, and the stars, so let it shine in 2026. First card, the sun. It says, I wake up with gratitude, a new day of opportunities. Second card, the moon. Commitment. And third card, the stars. Anchor, you are firmly grounded in the new earth dimensional plane. Someone here is tired of the same old. They're not woke, they are just not able to sleep as well as they used to. That's because they could feel the magnificence already available to them in the near future. And all you have to do, dear Taurus, is stay disciplined. Be in your own heart discernment. Stay grounded. Nothing too drastical. Be of even measure and pleasure. And the dimensions, known and unknown, shall blossom within and without, up and down, all directions, provided sometimes you are grateful without a frown. So keep on keeping on. Because that's how you roll. Thank you and namaste. Hi, this is Kala. Welcome to the Encouraging Wishes Read for Taurus. A mini boost and blessing for your year of 2026. First, the overall energy. It says, I am optimistic. Second, your boost card. It says, I am in awe of my many talents. And third, the blessing, healing. What I see from these cards, Taurus, is that you have to decide to step up. And when you become clear and conscious of your decisions and stick to it, everyone is going to see you. And in that seeing, it becomes believing on your part. And it doesn't matter what the other people are doing. They could deceive you, they could lift you up, they could do all kind of things. But it's you choosing how you manage everything that's important. You could have every gift and talent under the sun, But if you still feel like you're not ready, get more healing done. Your guides, angels, and mentors have many special treats. And in this year, there's going to be a lot of sweets. People will treat you sweetly, provided you show up neatly and you don't get into a destructive flow. Keep all of your patterns healed up in an ultimate glow. Have a spectacular year, Taurus. See you soon.